Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Game From Scratch, and we have a cool new resource for the artists among us, or people that just like animation in general, and that is Animato. Now, this has been launched by a very familiar voice. It's from Pablo. If you have been online and looked at any Blender content, he's kind of the community lead, so he's done a ton of YouTube videos on new features that are coming to Blender, etc. He teamed up with another fellow from Blender, technically Blender Studio, which is Francesco Siddi. Those two worked together to create this new project called Animato. Animato is a tribute to the animation community. It is essentially a website for animation that you can see in action right here. So if you want to share some of your own animations, upload your own reel, see other people's work, that's what this is all about. So you see here, there's 322 reels that have been uploaded. Any one of these, generally, content is hosted on other sites, but sometimes you see a lot more detail of it available here. So if you want to get in here, you can add your own animation reel as well. At the same time, we've also got shorts. A lot of these are actually from the Blender Foundation themselves, but more can be added over time. You do see there are tools here to kind of filtered between them among a variety of different topics. So if you just want to come in here and look at computer-generated animations, well, that is what this shorts category is all about. It's basically a little short-form movies, normally 5 to 10 minute type things, and everything here is entirely CG. So again, a lot of these are the previous yearly Blender Foundation or Blender Studio dog fooding videos that they make, but there is so much more to here as well, and hopefully this will grow. And again, you can submit your own stuff in here. Now, where it gets most interesting to me, if you are an actual animator and you are looking for resources, well, we have the rigs category here. So if you're looking for a rig to control your animations, if you're a non-animator, a rig is essentially, so you can see here a little bit of the stuff controlling it right there. It's the skeleton and the control structures behind animation. So if you want to control his eyes, for example, he's got control points for it there. Generally, it's a bunch of bones and such that are set up to control and move a character. Each one has different capabilities. So this one has IK or inverse kinematic fingers, animatable eyes, and so on. Now, the one thing I don't like about this, and I'd like to see that this ultimately changes in the future, for some of these, like for example, this Mario one, this is a Blender rig for controlling Mario, which is very cool. So if you're using Blender and you want to go ahead and grab it, you can do so. The downside here is if you click to do anything, it's all external links. I wish they hosted files themselves. So for example, this one actually leads to a Twitter post, which in turn leads to a Google Drive directory, and then you can download the rig there. It's not an ideal setup by any means, but it does it does the job, I suppose. So ideally in the future, I'd like to see them hosting these actual files, because what you're going to get over time, those external links are all going to break. It's going to become dog's breakfast of stuff, plus the end user experience of clicking someone's Twitter feed to click into a Google Drive to download the files isn't great. So again, hopefully in time that gets updated. By the way, there is the ability to put non-free and free up here, so you can filter between the two. You can also filter by the software the actual rig was made in. So if you are a Maya developer and you only care about Maya free rigs, then you can limit it down to this category right here. But if you're an animator looking for rigs, this could potentially grow into quite the resource. Right now, there's not a ton here. So let's go back here to all software and turn free off. And what you're going to see here is we've got, it looks like 34 of them in total. So not a huge amount yet, but it'll be interesting to see what this develops into. And then we have the learning category here, so that you can get a number of tutorials are linked here. Again, it's kind of just an index of external resources on the topic of animation. You have the ability to submit your own over time. So this literally just launched a day or two ago. So obviously we're going to see more and more in these categories. We also have links to various different animation studios that are out there. So if you're looking for formal training or online, actually, everything is online. Nope, this one's not online. If you're looking for more training resources, whatever, a school to actually learn from, you do have this option here. You can actually filter between online and not online if you wish. And then we've also got kind of a calendar of events that are around animation related. There is a job board, so if you are looking for animation jobs, there's a nice link here. And then we just have this activity pane, which is sort of like all of the things. So if a new reel was added up, a new rig was added or whatever, it should show up here in the activities category. So you can sign up. It is a free thing if you wish to do so. I'm not sure what that link is doing. All right, interestingly enough, it worked eventually. You see, you sign in with Google or just username, password, and you are good to go. So pretty easy to sign up. Terms and conditions are available here. Once you've got that, you can go ahead and log in, and then you can submit a variety of different things to the community. So really, it's a community hub for animation projects. Some of it is useful resources such as jobs and rigs that you can share. Some of it is just basically you can kind of show your own animation work up here, get feedback from the community. So you see there are comments on things. This guy, for example, does have some commenting. So it's a nice community hub for people to share their animation work. And then we've got the resources here. We've got the rigs, we've got the tutorials, which will grow over time, the animation-related events, and the animation-related job board. So if you are an animator or just a big fan of animation, Animato could actually turn into a really cool community. Interesting to see where it goes. Again, the people behind it are quite legit. Again, you probably know Pablo. I do hope this project has success. I'm not really much into animation myself. I would potentially watch a handful of shorts, but I could see if I was an animator, I could see absolutely loving this concept, and it'll be interesting to see how much this community grows and how useful this resource ultimately becomes. But ladies and gentlemen, that is Animato. What do you think? Let me know. Comments down below. Talk to you all later. Goodbye.